I was sitting around going, I don't have to wait for anybody this morning. Like you usually have to wait for me to start the show. Yeah. And it's Super Taco Tuesday, so let's start this thing.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not
Let's
someone
go.
that you would wanna cross.
I move quietly, like a shadow, there's a dark side to me. I work privately to go build and create my own.
Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, that was a quick little solo intro since Shift Kicker's busy today. She's got appointments. She's got very important stuff to do, so I figured, I'll try to throw something together. It took me about 10 minutes, but only had 5 minutes to do it before the show started, so I'm sorry about the amateuristic looking of it, but hey, it's Super Taco Tuesday. You should be concentrating on the tacos. No, just like these. I'm holding my hand. Yep. Yep. So, don't know if I'm going to have a special guest today or not. We will see. I know it's currently 45 degrees and sunny and windy. And hopefully we're going to get up to the 70s because I really like to get out there and continue what I was doing yesterday. Actually, I had fun. I was so worn out, I passed out early. I like those days. So let's see. Let me go up to the list, see everybody that's here. Morning, John Camper. Good morning, Pat Evans. Good to see y'all. Good morning, Shift Kicker. I know you're listening. Hope you have a wonderful day. Gold Striped Farmer. Good morning, brother. Got your sticker. That's awesome. Thank you, sir. Now, I still got to try to scan it so I can put it up on the internet here. And of course, everybody, I pinned up there. Please check out Shift Kicker tomorrow for Women's Wednesday, 11:30 Central. She's going to have some special guests. And I can't say who it is, but I think I know who it is. Good morning, Harvest Mary Moon. Good to see you. Al Bundy, good morning. Good to see you too. Nancy Ginger Ninja, blessings and good morning to you outside working on your garden. Should I play my I Wrote a Song again so your neighbors can look at you? I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. Not 2 days in a row. That'd give somebody a heart attack. So, Super Tuesday doesn't bother me any because I already voted. I always vote early. So, I don't like the long lines and all that other stuff. Plus, I forgot about voting early and I went to go get some chicken from a local grocery store. And lo and behold, they're doing early voting. And I looked at the line. There was only 3 people in line waiting to vote. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Jumped in there. 4 minutes later, I had my chicken walking out of the store. Yep. So that made it a whole lot easier. So I voted. Yeah. I got my little stickers. If y'all don't believe me, I can show them to you. So I do have a confession this morning. Even though I know it's Super Taco Tuesday, I didn't make no breakfast tacos. I know. I'm such a heel. But I am having sausage and biscuits with a side of Pringles. Glass of orange OJ. And my coffee, of course. You know. I would share, but it's way too good. Sorry. Okay. Now I'm still waiting for my computer to catch up. YouTube's slowing my computer down. Even though all the stories we've heard of lately, the Irish Star posted yesterday, 22 hours ago. Oh, it's time to move. Other bad stories we heard about cannabis. Well, here's one that basically shooting them all down. Cannabis has a deadly effect on most common form of cancer, study finds. So, Now, I didn't read the whole thing, but it says melanoma causes around 80% of the skin cancer deaths in the U.S. So you may have to smoke some more cannabis, where the states need to start realizing and letting the people smoke it. It helps kill it, save these people's lives. Now, look, Business Insider. The rise and fall of Macy's, the beloved American retailer. I never liked Macy's. It was an over freaking priced retail center that, yeah. And I believe Macy's was the fault of Sears going away, and I think Sears had better products than Macy's ever would. So, hey, that's just my opinion, and what's my opinion matter? Once you leave the stream, you're like, yeah, dumbass. Yep, that's guy. I've been called worse. Ooh, look at this. NBC News is reporting Biden to launch task force to crack down on unfair and illegal pricing amid rising inflation. Yeah, right. You should have done that a long time ago, like when you locked us down, huh? But what do I know, right? That's why he's in office. Dementia Dave. Yeah. Well. Okay, everybody that's down on Israel, here you go. CBS News reporting UN report says Hamas sexual violence against Israelis is likely ongoing. So you want Israel to stop bombing the crap out of the Palestinians and Hamas because, the Palestinians put Hamas in complete control of their little area that they were living in. And then they turn around and attacked Israel. So, you want us to have a ceasefire, but they're going to still keep sexually, doing sexual violence against Israelis. Yeah, just bomb the crap out of them, napalm them. It's not their country. It's Israel's property. The UN just got to get over it. I mean, all the countries that have been attacking Israel, you might as well put a stand to it and freaking solve it right now. Put that message out there. We ain't going to play against you. We're just going to knock the crap out of you. They've been putting up with it for so long. Now it's time to, now. Well, what do I know? I'm not an Israeli, right? People call me heartless. Well, how many of y'all ever been over there? Or the Middle East, for matter of fact? Yeah. Have you never been there? Yeah, you don't have an opinion. Shut up. No set. I'm joking. But I like to say to the haters, and hey, I got rid of 3 haters on my other stream. Like I said, the libertards are there. They're lurking. They're trying to get the information, trying to put me on lists. I told them to leave, and they did. Wah. So I don't reach 1,000 before the end of the year. Okay, that's fine. At least I don't have to have them in here. The Cheapism is reporting 7 items you should never order at Burger King. Just don't go to Burger King. You don't have to worry about it. It's easy enough said. Business Insider. Yeah, they're really hopping on the hot news. Interior designers reveal the 12 things in your home you should get rid of. Yeah, maybe I just don't like your taste in interior designing. So why should I get rid of my stuff? If I'm comfy with the way my stuff looks, stay the hell out of my house. If you don't like my house, don't visit. Yeah. Invite me over and I'll criticize all your stuff in your house. How do you like that, interior designers? Alrighty, let's see. I know who's Yep, Shift Kicker, copy with friends tomorrow, not Women's Wednesday. Okay, gotta go. Well, it's still the same thing. When Women's Wednesday, coffee with friends, it's the same thing, Shift Kicker. Either way, it's a Shift Kicker's channel, 11:30 Central. It's pinned up at the link. If you ain't subscribed, you need to freaking hit that link, subscribe to Chef Kicker, and shame on you. Like Lady Dagger Status, good morning, good to see you. I know you're subscribed. I've seen you there. Harvestberry Moon. Let's see. Is Lady Dagger Status going to give us a living room office weather report this morning? Good morning, Pat Evans. How you doing? Well, see, and half these haters that they leave and they're pissed off and they talk crap about me, they don't realize it. I'm one that'll talk about stuff, and I try to take the other side to get people's, brains flowing. And you really look at it. Not me, not you, not even our government could do anything but Israel. You know, if Israel wants to do it, Israel's going to do it. Bottom line. There's nothing we can do to stop them. Oh, we're going to put sanctions on them? I don't think so. Just like the rest of the world, we are not the security forces and the caretakers, the babysitters of the world. Stop giving them our money. Stop sending our people over there. I say we pull all our freaking troops and all our stuff out of Europe. And then when you hear their butts go, yeah, they've had over 50 years to freaking get the armies and stuff ready to start protecting themselves. And now that there's a threat, they're still looking at us. Oh, well, how are you going to help us? No. In 50 years, you couldn't get your shit together. You couldn't get your people motivated to protect their own freaking land and homes. Yeah. That's why I say close the borders and bring everybody back. The world's still going to go to shit if we're freaking helping them or not. So let it go to shit. And then after everybody's freaking lost all their people and all the crap, then we go in there and take it all over. Yep. We'll have free tea from China. Let's see. We can get the grain from those northern countries up there with the Ukrainian brains. And good morning, Nash Landings. How you doing? Yeah, I'm Nash. There ain't nothing to really do. You ought to know I don't even prepare. I ain't smart enough to rig anything. Well, Pat Evans, keep praying. We'll pray for you too, like we always do. And good Lord willing, things will be all right. Yep, exactly, Harvestberry. And as is, we're sending our gas and all that to Europe. We're sending our money to other countries up there. We got all our troops and their family members there. For what? Just think about it. If all our freaking bases, I'm not saying closing them, we can have like skeleton crews there to protect the bases, whatever. So if we need to mobilize, like real quick. But, you know, we have another Pearl Harbor. We'll have the places already set up. But we had most of our freaking people back in this country. Do you think half those illegals would be trying to come in here illegally? Knowing we got all our mass numbers here that are ready to just shoot their ass. Especially they're in our country with a freaking gun. Come on now. Yeah, I saw a report on the Chinese nationals coming over. They're even getting permission from the CCP. Yeah, you know who that is. So they had to get permission to come over here. They weren't getting permission. They were being ordered to come over here. And then wait for the chair is against the wall transmission. Yeah, exactly. Enough said. Yep, Pat Evans, exactly. I think it started with the downfall of Disney. When Disney passed away, it all went to crap. I like the old Disney movies, but all these new ones, nah, I really don't like them. There are a couple, like the Minions. If you read between the lines, you know what they're saying. Yep, they are. Remember about a month and a half ago, sometime between then, I'd have to find the stream. But remember when we reported we found explosives at the border? Now, yeah, we know some are freaking smuggling drugs, so we expect that. But, they're coming over for asylum reasons. Why are they bringing explosives or setting the explosives up? And everybody's like, well, it's the cartel. Is it really the cartel? Or is it some of these people that are like, they freaked out at the last minute and they just set all the explosives up on the outside of the border because they didn't want to get caught having them inside the border. Hmm. And then there was a report and videos out on YouTube that, yeah, underground tunnels. Now they found more underground tunnels. So, while they distract us with all the people freaking mass hysteria, that the coyotes are freaking saying, go through the fence, go over here, and they're bringing them there. We're too busy. We can't freaking see all the ones coming through the tunnels. And what are they bringing? Yeah, think about it. Well, what do I know, right? Yep. Pat Evans, exactly. Hey, happy chappy, nanny nanu. But, like they say, if you don't learn from history, it's soon to repeat itself, and it's repeating itself, and it's going to be worse this time. And Hollywood's part of the freaking program. They're the ones teaching them how to do everything. And then they make a plan, and they add it to their plan, and now they're freaking going to be initiating it. Think about it. Now, well, we got all these kids and people that immortalize all these movie stars. There's only a couple of movie stars I respect, and they're the ones that freaking call out freaking Hollywood for what they are. Yep. So you go and start performing. I don't know about Bitcoin. Because what is Bitcoin backed by? Well, you gotta look at it. I'm stupid when it comes to Bitcoin, but the last thing I heard, Bitcoin, if you want to convert it, you convert it to dollars. Uh, well, if the dollar collapses, how much is that Bitcoin worth? There's no freaking, the way I see it, there's no backing to it. That's why silver and gold's probably better. Hey, CJ, good morning. Good to see y'all. So, it's saying the Dow is down 0.47%. So, yeah. Start panicking when it goes under 30,000. Now I'm just looking at the news stuff real quick. I need to start watching the overseas news criteria that aren't mainstream medias again, because they usually have all the stuff on target way before anybody else. And I saw a stream about, Warren Buffett says, if you're willing to work 40 hours a week, this is where you need to work. But it scrolled through. Now I got to find it. But while everybody else is worrying about taxes and, everything else, I'm going to let you know right now. Sunday, about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, sometime between there, daylight savings time. And I believe it's spring forward this time, so that means, what, you'll lose an hour of sleep? Yeah. Just give me a heads up. Might want to start going to bed early this weekend, so when Monday comes around, you don't get up late and feel so tired. I'm still looking for that Warren Buffett thing. Yeah, the Dow is currently at 38,806.51. But I said it about 3 years ago, 2 years ago, somewhere in between, 2.5 years ago, we'll just say. Or once it goes under 30,000, it's a free fall. Come on, where is it? I want to see that Warren Buffett thing. Because I know he's freaking talking about all those freaking kids that don't want to go to work. Vodka brands you should never buy. Ooh. I don't know if it's freaking high grade alcohol. You may want to buy it if you're using it for medicinal purposes only. Oh, don't throw out your plastic takeout containers when you can do this instead. No. I read an article a long time ago and I just checked on the research and it's true. Those plastic containers they give you when they freaking bring your stuff to Uber Eats or DoorDash and all that. Yeah, all those chemicals in that plastic. They're not all food grade. So the plastics get in your food with the heat of the food in them, and then guess what? Mm-mm-mm. And I know people like to freaking save them and use them to leftovers or whatever else, but don't do it. You know what I use mine? I use mine as seed starters. I get a thin line of freaking wax paper, put it on there, and then do. Well, holy moly, cannoli! Hold on, I'm streaming through this, and I'll bring a guest. I had a feeling I was going to have a guest. Well, it's Taco Tuesday, so somebody's got to do the delivering. So let's bring up Chicken Smuggler.
We just went and got everything for Taco Tuesday. I got some scrimps.
Uh-huh.
I got some beef. I got some bird. For the fajitas, got bell peppers. We got onion, and they had asparagus on. They had asparagus on sale.
Did you get fish?
No fish tacos today. No fish stuff.
Because somebody just like last night they said it's smelled fishy, and Tim keeps calling that person.
That's that cat because she's always looking for some fish. But we got other things we laugh at her about with that. That's a whole other story.
Yeah. She buys that powder spray. After you take a shower, you spray that powder stuff. It's an aerosol can. It's probably a fish scent or something.
She's not here to defend herself, so we can give her all kinds of shit.
Hey, it's not my fault she's sleeping.
No, that's what I say. Sleep's underrated. Yeah. My day started about 3:30 this morning.
Hey, I was up at that time. I went back to bed, but I was up at that time.
I was sweating it, brother. I was pumping it.
Now,
let's see.
Do that kind of nasty stuff, you're gonna have a heart attack.
It is on the radar. We're making sure we're doing everything possible that doesn't happen, but keeping an eye on all the stuff. Yeah, I figured I'd jump on. I got matter of fact, a holistic doctor that I'm working with, and we're gonna have a chitty chat at about 10 o'clock here, so I'll be able to hang in there till then.
Okay.
And then maybe come on after that. I don't know how long it'll take.
No.
Never know. Yeah, I'm done. I'm pretty much done with regular doctors. I've had enough of them, and they haven't helped me. They just aid and abet. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
So, Oh,
I understand that one. My doctor's like, here's these pills. Like, no, I'm not taking.
yeah.
And every pill I stop taking has been recalled, or there's warnings out on them. Then
But they're safe. Don't you understand?
nah, they ain't safe. And he turns
That's
around
what.
and comes back and freaking like, you know what? You were right. It's like, I didn't need to go to school for freaking 6 years to freaking learn something. I listen to my body. My body tells me if it's good for me or not.
That's like that. I think the last straw was him just hounding me about getting on a statin. I said, I don't know what part of this y'all don't understand. I'm not taking it.
No.
You can sit there and make yourself feel better by writing a script, but I'm not going to fill it.
No.
I'm just telling you, I'm not taking that shit.
Yeah. I've never heard anything good about the statins.
No, but I mean, that was what kind of ticked this doctor off. I said, he goes, oh, they've studied, I told him, I said, look, a lot of my friends say don't take it because they've had issues with their legs and other things.
Yeah.
And this is what pissed me off because he knows I'm a truck driver. He goes, well, you know how truck drivers talk. And I'm like, I'm sitting here going, you're about to piss me off, dude. This is other people. I don't even think one of them may have been a truck driver. The rest of it was just, people that's got some intelligence. And I said, he goes, well, they've been proven safe. I said, who proved this? Who paid for the studies? And then his jaw dropped because I know who paid for the studies. The same damn people that created the shit, and then they pay somebody off at the FDA to get it approved.
Yeah.
Case in point, that juicy juice that they were handing out for the little cough everybody had. And after that, no, I'm not taking shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing what I'm doing now, and I'm feeling better than I felt in a long time. It ain't easy, but I feel better.
Yeah. So what everybody's looking at, because you're not looking at your phone, it's a picture of you driving your taco truck down the road.
Where's my phone? Cat, I ain't got time to mess with you. Well, that's an awful plain. See, if it was my taco truck, it'd be dressed all up with colorful stuff, and you know how they do. They have colors all over it.
No, exactly. But hey,
it's a starting point.
Yeah, it's a gift, and it's a bear gift. So I didn't have time to color it. I sent on my crayons, my Marines.
Print it out and get your crayons.
Yeah, but I sold out. Well, I sent all my crayons to the Marines. They need them.
Oh,
just
man.
in case they deploy them. I want to make sure they had some emergency crayons so they get deployed. So
you're bad, dude. You're bad.
What? It's true. You ask any Marine, they'll say, "Give me." I like those jumbo ones. They have the center on it.
Dude, back off the devil dogs. They're the first ones that go in. They clean everything up.
Well, oh, believe me. They go in there with the body bags, and then we come in afterwards with the coffins.
What is that song? Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yep. But what do you?
I don't know what's. I'm eating what is this thing? Something my wife bought at Costco, and they're like for my sweet fix. This is what is this called? Heavenly Hunks, ridiculously amazing organic oatmeal and dark chocolate gluten-free cookies.
Uh-huh. Well, the oatmeal's freaking contaminated, so she's trying to kill you.
It ain't hurt me a bit. Carbs is 16. Let's see. One hunk. One little square. 16 carbs. 7 sugars. So not bad at all for a little sweet taste. I have to have one of those a couple times a day to get that sweet craving going.
Yeah.
And then I got dark chocolate.
I don't know. I buy Andre's mints. And then when I get a craving, I get one mint and pop it in, and
I got the
cravings.
little thin ones with chocolate on top, chocolate on the bottom, and the green stuff in the middle.
Yep, the mint in the middle. Yep. So I don't have, I allow myself no more than 2 a day. Usually one in the morning, one in the evening, because that's usually when the sweets or cravings are going. But hey, I'm good on there.
I am not perfect. I have not totally done away with all sugars, but
Yeah.
I have knocked their ass in the ground. Good morning, Lady D. Those
Yeah.
are mate.
She got Boom Chicka Pop sweet popcorn from there for her sweet tooth. You know, I saw some at the grocery store. I almost picked it up, but it was like I didn't know anybody that's ever eaten them, so I didn't. And of course, gee, is it coincidence? Are we in the Twilight Zone? Lady D's freaking reading my mind. Yeah, I try to stop most sugary stuff. Here's the funny part. I barely ever use salt, right? And I watch the stuff that I get, and it's prepackaged with the salt and all that. And I've been doing that for years.
I've
And
never been a salt person. I mean, I know
yeah,
people just cover everything in salt. I'm like, damn.
yeah. And now I have they do my blood tests every 3 months. Thank God this one's going to be 6 months. They're giving me a break. Whew. And they said my iodine levels are low. And I just looked at the doctors like, well, why are they low? Come on, explain it to me. Huh? Nursing I read is just to add salt.
The salt, like we don't do. I mean, the kosher salt we got is Morton's, but like the salt grinder we got, it's got that pink Himalayan in there,
Yep.
and that's what we use if we use salt.
Yep.
But I'm not one that, like I said, salt stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with you, Phil Stipend Farmer. Same thing. Just the naturals. And that's usually what I stick to. I mean, I start going back to apples and oranges and fuck them and their bananas. I've had 2 doctors tell me I need to stop eating bananas and always have 2 bananas a day. And they tell me, oh no, that's going to be bad for you. But, you know, you got to wait. Yeah, it could raise your blood sugars a little bit, but it's not going to raise it that much when all you're eating on the sugary day that day is the bananas. And it's only 2, and they're not the super giant freaking plantain or whatever bananas.
Worst probably fruits, orange juice for blood sugar,
Yeah.
and pineapple.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, I balance it out with mango tea. So.
Yeah, I got my new Lady D. I ordered mine a day before you did, or a couple days. I think mine arrives today. I got one of the anti-inflammatory and blood sugar one. A lot of turmeric and ginger and holy basil.
Hey, that I never knew, but hey, I'm good to know that, Ghost Stipend Farmer. Said if you have pink Himalayan sea salt, put some in a glass of water and stir. If the water turns pink, it's fake.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and if you got some fake one, just put it in water and have some kids go out there to the front yard and start a pink lemonade stand and get your money back from that fake pink stuff. But yeah, if you ever freaking gonna preserve meats, you want to use what was that salt you said? I got boxes. I just don't want to walk to the kitchen to get them.
Somebody cutting kosher salt.
Yeah, the kosher salt.
Yeah.
You know, table salt is the last resort, but you want to use that big freaking kosher stuff to do your meat. Rub it. Just be careful how much you use. Too much, yeah.
That sounds kind of provocative.
Yeah. Well, you know, I may read stuff about honey, and they're freaking trying to attack the honey thing. It's like, no. Honey in your local area, you'll know if it's real or imitation, and yeah. But they say don't use that pink salt when you're trying to preserve freaking meat. So, which
I'm trying to think of the other one. My dad did. He used to do hams.
Yeah,
and it may have been kosher. It was big, big pieces of salt, but I can't remember. It always freaked me out to do that because he had his big wooden box and he'd put them hams in there and he'd go. I think it's kosher. He'd buy them like 50-pound sacks of salt.
Yep.
Salt cure them hams.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm really angry about my grocery store. I can get a 20-pound bag of freaking rice, a 20-pound bag of sugar or flour. It might be a little bit bigger, but I can get the big ones. But I can't get salt bigger than a 5-pound box. I'm like, what the hell?
From Costco or Sam's?
No, I haven't gone to Costco or Sam's.
Okay.
But, yeah,
I think it's in Sam's.
Go there. The feed stores don't even have the big things of salt here.
I'm trying to think. That's where my daddy got it. Was at feed stores.
Yeah.
I hauled some salt. It's been a long time ago from Salt Lake City, from one of the salt mines out there. And this has been a good 10 or 12 years ago. And the place delivered to said that there was too much on there. And I had a pallet of salts. I had sea salt, kosher salt, box of kosher salt still from that. It's been 10, 12 years ago. And I think we got just a couple more containers of that. But yeah, I had 80 different kinds of boxes of that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kept it and still using it.
Yeah. And I even went to we got 2 retailers here that sell the restaurants. And I'm a member of one of them, sort of like Sam's Club. And they don't even have the big bags of salt.
I'm talking about like Restaurant Depot.
Yeah.
We got one of them in Atlanta. I used to go down there when I was barbecuing and buy all my butts there.
Ooh, look, Shift Kicker's listening. We should talk about her.
She's lurking.
Yeah. Top 10 things Shift Kicker's doing right now besides riding as a passenger in a vehicle. Thinking about getting more coffee. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm fixing to have my little phone call meeting, I guess, here in a minute whenever she calls me.
Yeah.
Get that over with, and then do the honeydew list that I was asked to do. I just, Gordon Foods.
Hey, Rubberneck. Yep. We don't have any of that fancy kind of freaking stores like y'all have over there.
Gordon Foods is like a distributor. They're kind of like a merchant distributor and McLean.
Salt here. There's just small packages at the stores. But yeah, that kind of blows.
I don't know what's in store tonight. I didn't even talk to anybody last night.
Mm-hmm.
My God, the cat jumped up. His little automatic feeder went off, and he was dead asleep and heard that thing go off, and he's pew.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on tonight, but I know there'll be some kind of
something's going to be going on. I know they're gonna look at the Super Tuesday results.
Oh, that is today, ain't it?
Yeah. That's why I called my stream Super Taco Tuesday. You'll get more information from the tacos than you will from the news media.
And there's a little conspiracy floating around about Haley swapping over to the Democrats. I don't know.
That's sure you did.
Well, she basically is. A lot of her money and funding and all her votes that came up there in the shithole, D.C. was all Democrats, probably.
Yeah. Uh-oh. This is coming in from Newsweek. Massive layoffs are coming to these 3 states. I'm trying to...
California?
I'm waiting for it to open.
New York?
I'm waiting for it to open up.
And let's see. California, New York, and...
You must have read it already because you got the first 2.
No. I'm just going off the top of my head where that'd be going on. So the third one might be... Is it East Coast or West Coast?
West Coast.
It's going to be Washington State.
Ding, 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 ding. You got the trifecta, buddy.
That's only reason I know that because all those people are moving down here.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how many of those tags I see here now.
Yeah, and they're saying it's going to be more than the 2023 layoffs. In
Ohio is a good
230,000 layoffs in 2023, so it's going to be more than that. So yeah, get ready.
You'd figure Ohio, RLB said Ohio, you'd figure that because of the auto industry. They got a lot there and some other things, but I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Well, you heard about the FBI warning, right?
FBI warning?
Yeah, Newsweek is putting the story what the FBI put out. It's an assassin targeting Trump allies is on the loose. Supposedly he's from Iran. Supposedly.
Well, how did he
So if they
get
know who the
here?
suckers, yeah, he probably came in through the frickin' Biden frickin' thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a harmless person,
yeah,
according to them.
yeah. And I even saw the frickin' thing they're talking about. Yeah, they may not get Trump, but they'll turn around and may go after some of his family members and shit.
Dude, you're not laying on me. Go on about your business. Go over and go back to sleep. Mr. Asshole's trying to be. He's trying to fuzz me. That's what I call it when he comes up here and he just rolls on me and I'm covered in freaking hair. You know I don't like that hair.
Yeah, you don't like those hairballs, huh? Any other balls, just not hairballs.
Oh,
He has to think about that one. Pat Evans wants to check the green produce here in town.
let me.
Yeah, I would check all freaking produce. Good morning, RLB. I guess he got a phone call because he got kicked. And he'll be back after his phone call. Say, RLB, good morning. Good to see you. And she saying I spoke of this with friends and said after the strike I knew they would lay off, just like General Motors and such. I live Tri-County corner. It's already bad. Yep. And yeah, today, guess what? Was it last night or is it today? I think it was last night. American Airlines was supposed to start protesting at Wall Street because the story is they signed a contract from their last strike. Now they're finding out it's not enough. They can't live within their means of how much they got. And this is why I don't like unions in the first place. They pay money to these people to sit in offices. They do drug deals and they lie to their freaking people giving them money. They pay off the politicians and they end up freaking making deals one way or the other. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And all these spoiled people that are making all this freaking extra money, and I will call them spoiled people because they're union workers and they are spoiled. I mean, and if you're a union person and support unions, well, you need to step out of the box and see it from the other side, and maybe you'll get a dose of reality. But yeah, if you can't live within your means of your paycheck, maybe it's time to be frugal and stop spending so much. It's time to cut cable. Stop having two cars or trading your car in every 3 years. You don't need to drive a Lexus when you're a stewardess and you're gone most of the time. All you're doing is paying the finances on that vehicle. Who cares if you drive a freaking beat up 1980s freaking vehicle? Think about it. You're spending all your money when you're in Paris. And you got to get a hotel and you go out with the girls, and all that other crap. Be frugal. Have tuna fish sandwiches everywhere you go. You still can see Paris. You just eat tuna fish. Hey, Mike B, good morning. I mean, think about it. Look at how the military does it. We deploy. It's not like they're giving us some money to, oh, yeah. Yeah, we sleep in a tent if we're lucky enough to have a tent. We don't get a sightsee. Yeah, so basically we're forced to be frugal. So the shit works. Have I ever seen Paris? No. Do I want to see Paris? No. For what? The Leaning Tower of Pisa is eventually going to freaking fall down. The Eiffel Tower, it's metal. Okay, we got towers here in America. Have you visited them all yet? Yeah. I'd rather go to Yellowstone and see the volcano blow like Woody Harrelson did. What was that movie that they did? Something 2000 or something or another. I don't remember the movie. All right, Lady D, go get you some fruit. Yep, there you go, CJ. 2012. Thank you. And Mike, 2012. Gold Sniper Farmer says 2021. No, that was C19. Close though. You're around that within 10 years. Yep. I've never seen the Statue of Liberty up close, and I don't want to anymore. Not as much as they did to the city. I used to get it back 20 years ago. They were pushing, New York, the apple of America and all that. Now it's a rotten apple. I really hate to say it. Think about it. Anytime I see the cops on there talking, even with their accents, it's like, you ain't freaking the best cops in the world anymore. Y'all sit in your cars and people are walking up and freaking shooting your ass when you're sitting in your cars. Well, maybe if you're in your car, you should be driving around instead of sitting there taking a nap or, eating freaking whatever kind of pizza or burgers they serve in New York so you wouldn't get freaking shot. If you were alert on duty, you wouldn't get shot that way. I mean, yeah, I know they work hard. There's some that do, but there's a lot of bad cops in New York too, just like everywhere else. But I'm not blaming the whole nation. But they're not the best freaking ones in the world. According to Washington, D.C., the D.C. cops are the best ones in the world. Think I'm going to believe them? Yeah, I don't think so. There's nothing New York has that interests me going to visit. For what? So you could spend money, possibly get shot while shopping. Yeah. You want to go visit the immigrants that are protesting and they're heavily armed and ready to do whatever they want to do because they don't listen to the laws because the cops aren't responding. Yeah, think about it. There's other states I'd rather visit. Now, CJ, it's not being cheap. I remember doing road trips with my family. We jump into the freaking station wagon and we have the picnic coolers. I couldn't even call them baskets because we didn't have baskets. We had coolers. And we have all our food. We stay at hotels. We go visit shit. And then when we got hungry, we went back to the hotel and eat. And we already had everything prepared. It's usually only 3 days worth and we had to make more. But, we did it the cheap way so we could spend money on the entertainment part. So people think that you're cheap because you're being frugal. Well, those are the ones that are going to be in trouble when everything collapses. So, hey, Adam. Good morning. Yep. Hollywood. Yep. They can suck it too. I've seen the Hollywood sign enough times that on shows that Nope, didn't say anything about Kroger's. But I will tell you, most Kroger's and Albertsons are already gone from this county, and they're leaving a lot of other counties. And you might have an Albertsons or a Kroger's in your area, but you know why? The reason they left here and they're leaving Texas? Prices. They're way too expensive. When you can buy a can of corn at the local mom and pop grocery store a lot cheaper than you can buy from Albertsons or Kroger, and it's the same brand, why would you go to Albertsons or Kroger? Think about it. Yeah, Mike. I think we need to start a fake ID business and have last days in all these countries that they're coming in. And we'll just pretend that we got blessed to the city that we're in and go in there and file the paperwork to try to get, the card with all the money and all stuff like they're doing. I guarantee you it'd work. Yeah. And when you plan it yourself, it's a whole lot better, CJ. Believe me. It really is a whole lot better when you plan it yourself. You didn't have anybody else and all that other crap freaking planning it for you. And of course, some of y'all probably heard that Alaska Airlines bought, was it Alaska Airlines? if I remember correctly, it was Alaska Airlines bought the airlines out of Hawaii. So now they're going to have routes from Alaska to Hawaii back and forth. Try to drum up business. It might have been Hawaii Airlines bought Alaska, but I think it's the other way around. I don't think they're going to let Alaska Airlines do anything until they resolve their my door fell off type thing. So yeah, that's still under investigation. So yeah, so now you can go from Alaska to Hawaii. Woohoo! No, I know they've been flying, but now they own the airlines, and it's going to be specific. They ain't going to be freaking flying all these other places. They're just going to be going straight to Alaska to pump up more freaking. I guess the way they put it, they're gonna own the market on going to Alaska. So welcome back, Lady D. Yeah, sometimes they throw those clickbait items out there, Pat, but you got to look for those once in a blue moon. So here in Texas, there's certain areas where the solar eclipse is crossing over. They're already freaking scheduled to close the freaking schools because they're expecting 100,000 plus people to show up, and all the traffic and all that, and they don't want the kids to be getting run over by people that don't understand or know what school buses with a stop sign and the blinking lights means. So yeah, they're just closing the schools for that day, but they are giving all the kids the solar eclipse freaking glasses stuff so they can safely watch the solar eclipse that day at home. And they are actually going to give them classes on it before they release them. So they're probably just got like a 30-minute video or something. Good luck if the kids are actually paying attention or not. You know, some of those kids just go look up there with their naked eye, and they're gonna be like, "I'm blind, I'm blind." So yeah, they're even gearing up for when the eclipse goes through. They're gearing up around El Paso in the border area there because of the darkness. They think the cartel is going to try to do something during that time. So yeah, but what do I know? I don't live on the border. Even though we get everybody and everybody from around the world coming through here. Our airport freaking tried smuggling some in to put them on buses without telling the city, and boy, they did that twice. They got warned the first time, and they did it the second time. They got penalized like a mofo. And don't get us wrong, we got a small airport here, but yeah, I think they learned their lesson because we don't have any more of those freaking flights coming here. They just go straight to Dallas. Oh, where everybody's leaving because they don't like all the freaking stuff that's going on there, all the freaking crime that's going on. I had a lady that lived in a bar district because it was a housing district before they put the bars in there, and they had a second shooting at a bar there. And I'm not going to say who the perpetrators they finally caught yesterday was, but yeah, they interviewed a lady that had her two kids. She was walking during the day. She's like, yeah, at night, I worry about bullets freaking coming through. Now, this is only the second shooting / killing death, whatever you want to call it, in a 2-year period. They had one last year at that area, and they have one this year. So, yeah, not too bad, but still, you had that with all the other stuff going on, and everybody's leaving Dallas because of the crime and all the other crap. Yeah. You go ahead and build your 15-minute frickin' city. There ain't going to be nobody left. Nobody's going to live there. And the lady just straight out, I'm tired of this shit. I fear for a bullet coming in and hitting my kids. And she had I want to say a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. So I can understand being a parent. And she straight out said, we're just going to leave. So, but if you don't like what's going on in the air, that's your option. Leave. You can bitch, complain, protest, and all that other stuff, or pack up and leave. And you know what's the smarter, safer one? Leave. Like all you blue people, they're trying to change their laws. Yeah, leave. You're going to find out after this election, a lot of y'all aren't going to freaking have representation. Yeah, Pat, and I bet you're a little bit away from Dallas. I know where Arlington is, and I'm sorry, I don't even go that way anymore. If I avoid it, I'll take the farm roads. I'll go around everything, like when I got to go to Oklahoma and stuff. It might add another hour to my trip and use up more gas, but it's a whole lot safer. You don't get stuck in traffic. You're not going to get hit by an idiot that's driving without a license, no insurance, doesn't know what's going on. Then you had all the construction that's been going on for years there. It's like San Antonio all over again. Yeah, there's a lot of places. That's what I say. There's a lot of places. It's not even worth going to visit. You want to go to New York City and see the size of the rats, and then go over to Chicago or Detroit and compare the size of the rats there? That's basically what you'll be doing most of the time. And what I hear, the rats in New York, they come out at night, they come out during the day, they don't care. They smell food, they're coming out. And you know those rats got ticks, and what started, and the fleas, what started the Black Plague? Yeah, fleas. Then you got to worry about staying in a hotel. Doesn't matter how much you pay for it. You're gonna have those freaking bugs. They can get in your freaking suitcase, your clothes, all over. And then you take this shit home and spread it. Yeah, no, it ain't worth traveling anymore. And I had to laugh though because I saw a thing where they're trying to make flights to Mexico and flights to the tropical islands where some places they don't want Americans and others they kill Americans and others Americans disappear. As cheap as possible to get them there. Yeah. And people are still going. How much stupidity? Oh, nothing will ever happen. Yeah. Ask that to the last 20 fricker victims. Yeah. Well, I remember Mineral Wells. I don't even visit there. That's why I really don't go too many places. Life Under Gas. Good to see you. Ooh, transceiver broke. Ouch. But, hey, if you love where you live, good luck to you. But if the crime rate's going up that bad and they tell you can't protect yourself, yeah, you got more than your own life in your hands and responsibility if you got a family. You got to think about it. And it might be expensive and all that other stuff, and you might have to get a lower wage job, but you really got to think about it with all these layoffs. How much longer do you really have at that job? Is that corporation or job location you're working at really, take care of their employees to the max? You know, do they got the old time values of business where, you've taken care of us, we'll take care of you? Do they still have that we're going to give you a gold watch after 20 years type mentality? Yeah. Or they're going to say, we're going to give you this chip imitation watch that says Rolex, but, it really isn't because you didn't do that much for our company for the last 20, 30, 40 years. Yeah. Yes, Chef Kicker, enjoy your next appointment. And yes, tonight is 10 TV, Trucker Taco Tuesday. I believe it's 10:05 Central, if I remember correctly. Yep. Yep. And those are the ones I worry about most, Pat, is because when you're on a fixed income one way or the other, Yeah, you got to look at it. It's not so easy. The government's really not taking care of you as they could. Hell, they don't even take care of the vets the way they could. They keep promising, and then something always comes up and they change it, and the vets are still left out there. And but I am proud to say our city was one of the first ones in Texas to go 0% homeless veterans with the program we had, and we've had some cities come over here to try to learn how we did it. And other cities like, yeah, they're just bragging. They don't. No, we really do. We have a vet community and small single houses that the city built just for them, and they get all the help. And what the VA doesn't do, the city's doing for them, because the number one thing, get a vet up on his things, along with anybody that's homeless, they need a place with a permanent address so they can get a job, get back on their feet. I mean, most cities will do more for drug addicts than they do for freaking the homeless, or the veterans, which is pretty sad, you know. And there's other, problems with the vets and the homeless and all that, drugs, addiction, all this other stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But, I'm just talking about the black and white. You got to give them a place to live and a foundation where they can go get a job. They don't have their own private phone in their house, but they got a community phone. It's almost like those little motels. You got a place to stay and you get a phone call. They'll send somebody down there and say you got a phone call and you got to go to the office. Yeah, stuff like that. Basic minimum, keep it cheap. But they get over there, get on their feet. And if I remember correctly, they give them 4 months to get a job, and the VA and the city helps them, get some training and get a job, get them on their feet. They got a place to stay. And then, of course, they'll do some training also, and basically contracts, how to sign a rent thing and all that. And as long as they're showing improvements, they give them an extra 2 months. So they get up to 6 months as long as they follow the program and the rules. Just stay there and, get them on their feet. And they've been 100% successful so far. Some people just need a helping hand. So I've never heard about giving them a helping hand, but we need to take care of our own before we take care of the world. That's my motto on there. How can you help others when you don't help your neighbors first? You got to see that. You ain't got no neighborhood if you're not taking care of your neighbors. Yep, Texas Instruments there, Mother Plant. Yep. We used to have Texas Instruments here about 30 years ago. They shut it down when they moved to Dallas. Yep. They moved everything over there. But, we got the Air Force Base here, and we got the colleges and a couple other industries, And this county in town will fight to keep the base here every time they talk about base closures. Because they do bring in a lot to the community, but we have a lot to offer the military, community here than a lot of other places do. And that's why we have a small airport. Because we need to make sure the skies are open for the military. So what they need to do. I'm trying to read chat real quick, so I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm actually looking to see. Yeah. Lady D, it is good in East Texas. I wouldn't live there because, I won't say all of East Texas. I'd just say the part where the swamps are. I don't like alligators. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'd rather deal with which reminds me, that just reminded me of something. Yeah. I'd rather deal with sharks instead of, alligators. But needless to say, hey, on Friday, I forgot to report this. On Friday, they spotted a great white. Yep, down there on the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the little freaking town over there that they spotted in. But the way they spotted it, they air spotted it with a drone, but they didn't send the drone up until after the great white had got tagged last year off the coast of Mississippi. So it's got one of those little sensor tag things on it. And I found pictures, but I didn't copy them. Bad trust, bad trust. So I got to show you the picture. This is a pretty good sized shark, about 7-8 feet. A great white. And great whites usually don't come into, unless they're looking for food. Yeah. So the waters in the Gulf have been pretty warm. And, See, did you see the killer whale kill that great white? No. You talk about the movie Orca. Tell you about this bald dude that killed the megalodon not once but twice. Oh wait, that was a movie. Never mind. Yep, that's why I said I'd rather deal with a shark instead of alligators because yeah, I don't like boa constrictors, and those are the ones I really have seen freaking take on an alligator and win. And yeah, and I ain't gonna go hang out with any killer whales. So yeah, and if a killer whale could take a great white, well, I think I could take on a shark if I got my knife and know where to hit it. So let's see. I'm gonna be working on the outside again. Still building more of my above ground freaking garden containers. I used to know the name of them, but I don't know anymore. Your QC stamp was 1105. Well, I'm gonna check all my Texture Instrument stuff, see if I got a little tag said inspected by 1105. If I do, I'm gonna be like, look, and I'm gonna have to make a video. Pat Evans, QC stamp. Oh yeah, I'm never visiting you, CJ. I'll just go by your house, honk, and wave when you look out the window. Yeah, you're gonna have that steak there. No, no, no. Sorry, don't do steaks. I'll go to the Rattlesnake Roundup and see them in the pens and all that, and people handling them. But they handle them in the crowd. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Which reminds me, Sweetwater Rattlesnake Roundup is coming up sometime in April. I don't got the dates yet, but it usually brings like 500,000 people there as a minimum from all over the world. And you can get in the snake pit with a professional handler, of course. Walk around with all the freaking hundreds of snakes in the pit, show off that, you can get a picture taken with all the snakes and take it home. Yeah. That's something they ain't got at the freaking, what was that statue? The Statue of Liberty. They ain't got no snake pit. Anybody go visit a statue, but how many people can come back from vacation and say, I was in a snake pit and have proof? Yeah, think about it. You're going to live on the wild side, live on the real wild side. Eat some barbecue freaking steak. Tastes like chicken. Yeah, it depends on how hot it is, Lady D. If it's really hot, those steaks are trying to find that shade. They can still get the freaking heat from the motors for the back of the soda machines, and the concrete's still nice and warm. Yep. And it's dark, so it's a nice place for them. And every once in a while, a rat will try to get into the soda machine, so they're there ready to freaking pounce on them. Yeah, my daughter-in-law has geckos and some other form of lizards and all that. And my son joked with her, it's like, yeah, when we finally they do the married thing in May, and they come back from their vacation because they're going overseas for their honeymoon. And I told them I ain't going because, yeah, they're trying to take. I can't even remember the movies. You know the movies where they take all the family to go on vacation overseas somewhere. Yeah, they're trying to do that, and I'm like, nah, I'm not going because I don't want to get stuck between a couple of people you invited. Because that door will blow off, and it won't be by accident either. Because I'll be tossing some people out with a parachute. Yeah. So it says, y'all enjoy. I'll stay here, and yeah. So they rush to get their passports. They rush to do this. They rush to do that. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna be there for the wedding. I can obey for I can behave for one night. But if one of those people tries to touch me or say anything smart, well, trust. I don't hold back, and I'll never change. Not even for my kids, and they know that. I'm not there to embarrass or ruin their freaking their day, but I told them they'd only be talking to me. They need to talk to them and tell them they better be on the best behavior. And if they decide to get drunk, they better learn how to keep their mouth shut because I'll end it real quick. And my daughter-in-law's freaking parents feel the same way too. They're countrified. They don't take shit either. So hey, good morning, vote for Pedro. Today's the day you've been waiting for, Super Tuesday. You should know the results of how many people have voted for Pedro across the country. Good morning, longboarding mom. Yep. Everybody go check out longboarding mom. You won't believe what she did. You need to see what she can, and I'm not even going to tell you, but it's something she can, and it is definitely freaking. You do that before Tuesday, because you use some of that for tacos. That's all I got to say on that matter. It's cold in Oregon? No way. You telling me a cold front has gone through there and, the snow that's freaking hitting California? Well, I don't know. If you make spam tacos, you can go wrong making spam tacos. That's all I got to say. Well, CJ, I know Shift Kicker uses Facebook quite a bit. She posts a lot. I only got it just for the fact of Shift Kicker sent me her food porn on Messenger and get hold of me when she can't get hold of me on a regular phone. But I really don't use it because I don't trust the Messenger on there really that much. Oh, wow. A bicentennial baby. Haven't met or seen many of them around lately. Yeah, I need to start writing stuff down on a notepad or using my audio saver on my phone to save ideas and stories I come across. Hey, if you're a novice tea drinker, and I'm talking about warm tea, not cold tea, go to eatingwell.com. They got an article on there. What happens to your body when you drink ginger tea regularly? Hmm. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. let me find this bookmark I had. I did bookmark one thing. I don't want to hear about the people complaining at Walmart. There is a website I was able to snag. Now I got to go find it on my. No, what's that one? I got to find where I put it. And it's very interesting stuff for anybody and everybody that needs to know it. Well, Trust, what is it? Spit it out. See, I can't remember all of it. I got so many freaking bookmarks. I got to remember my social and my phone number and my address. Man, you're asking a lot if you want me to remember other stuff. Come on now. Oh, I'm lucky to remember my birthday. I haven't had a birthday celebrated since I was 10. Yeah. And that's the only birthday I remember. I don't remember any birthdays before that. Don't remember any birthdays after that. Because my sister always had freaking events coming up on my birthday months. And always freaking took everything and anything. So, yeah. And I love my sister, don't get me wrong. But, kind of sucks when she was the party over everything all the time. And if she's listening, and I know, well, I didn't look on chat to see she's in there, but, I don't take no offense. I still love her. She's my sister. And it's just me and her now, so. And she knows, as me being the younger brother, I'm still the older one because I not only protect her and freaking be there in a heartbeat for her for anything and everything, but also, I know more stuff about medical than she did. I proved her wrong. No, not Food Saver. Oh man, I forgot I had that one. Okay, let's look. Military news. No. Oh, no, 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 no. Maybe it's that one. I'll go ahead and click that one and see. I was like, what are you doing, Trust? No, that's freaking for jellies. No. Never ordered from there. Born in 1976. Awesome. Oh, wow. Pedro. So, yeah. Always got to worry about what you say, especially with Trust around, because I will freaking clear stuff. I mean, I wouldn't feed spam to a dog or a cat. Maybe to an alligator. But yeah, I'd eat cat food or dog food out of a can first. I ain't eating the crunchy stuff. It's got to be freaking moist. And here's my reasoning behind that. And y'all are going like, ew. It's got a lot of vitamins and stuff and minerals in there. And if you've ever been catfish fishing, you can use a can of freaking soft freaking dog food. And you can catch catfish like a banshee. So if you've ever had catfish, you probably had dog food. So I'm just letting you know right now, yeah. Don't knock it because you probably already tried it and just didn't realize it. Well, this is really gonna bug me all day long now. I'm gonna have to spend the next couple hours looking for this. Because, oh wait, yeah, that's why I did it I did it on the freaking Microsoft Edge. So let me bring up the weather, and then I'll look on the bookmarks there, and then I can bring up what some of y'all probably don't know. I thought I saved it on Google too, but let's see. I really don't like freaking Edge too much, especially with all the changes they made on it. Now I gotta look in history, and of course nothing. Oh my God. That's why I don't like Edge. Alright, now the favorites came up. Finally, 5 minutes later. Edge is really slow. Mobile favorites? No. And one thing I noticed with this updated Edge one, I'll open up one window, and because it's got all the tags, it opens a window for every freaking tab that's on the screen. So, once I'm done looking on this one, I'm going to have to go into my Alt Control Delete area and shut down my freaking Edge because it eats up a lot of freaking power on the laptop. Okay, I'm not finding it, so, come on. Go to my task manager real quick. Wow. Just opening that one time, I got 14 freaking tabs sucking up the juice from Microsoft Edge. That's why I don't like Edge. Google doesn't do that. Every once in a while, you'll get like 2. Because one's, stalling a shutdown or something. But I haven't tested the other ones. But I don't like freaking apps and stuff using up my power. Hey, but I didn't tell you. I did teach my freaking daughter-in-law how she could save money at home. Now she doesn't freaking wash her clothes during the freaking day. When everybody's using all the power. She sets her timers on her washing machine, and she'll wash her clothes after 10 o'clock, and then she'll throw it in the dryer because she's studying at night before the next morning. She'll get 1 or 2 loads in, and then, because she used to do it all in one day. And I'm like, why? That's when everybody else is doing it. I was like, yeah, the power's so expensive. It's like, no, it's because you're using all the power when everybody else is using the power, so they charge you more. And I got to remember when I had my first one. Say 293, so that would make it. Ooh. I was 38 when I had my first baby. But it all worked out. Yeah. And then, I need a calculator for this. And y'all try to make me do math. When I had my twins. Hold on. No, maybe I was 28. I'm trying to remember. I better do the calculator thing. Y'all make me do math. And I'm still on my first cup of coffee and it's getting cold. So you know how that goes. Yeah, I was 28 when I had my first baby. And I was 36 when I had my twins. Yeah. So, needless to say, I don't regret having my kids. I just regret having the wives. If that makes sense for some of y'all. Ladies probably won't understand it, but the guys, yeah. Hey, Dennis, good to see you, brother. No, you're frozen there, huh? You finally got the soda lock you down. But hey, it's a nice day to work in the cold. So enjoy it, Dennis. And Dennis, I want my mojo back. Dennis uses my mojo to win stuff yesterday. That's bullshit. Oh, I'm going to send the forest animals to claim my mojo back from you, Dennis, if you don't watch it. Oh, 72 degrees. Nice. 56 here. I'd send one or two of them to some of your Canadian buddies. They need igloos too, remember? Oh, oh man, I had stress in a week. That felt good. But, I don't know. So Microsoft Edge added a co-pilot, some kind of AI co-pilot to my freaking thing. And I don't know if I want AI helping me out on shit on my internet. I don't freaking trust them. Because, yeah. What if they decide to get in my account and order freaking AI stuff from Amazon without me freaking authorizing it? All right, Dennis, you have a good day. Stay warm, brother. If you can't stay warm, stay busy. They'll keep you warm. Storms are moving up to the northeast. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of like a relaxing. I don't know. Nothing planned. Maybe I'll do something planned. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow morning because, unless I come up with a great idea the night at 10 TVs. And, yeah. I want all the concentration to be coffee with friends. Ooh, Richard Lewis cause of death confirmed. He was assassinated. That's the last thing I read. Ten major cities on the verge of bankruptcy. Yeah, I think I'll bring that story up because some of y'all probably live in them. Let's see. New York City. Well, we already knew that one. Chicago. Honolulu. Yeah. Portland. Yeah. New Orleans. Yeah. Philadelphia. Yeah. St. Louis. Yeah. Dallas. Yeah. Pittsburgh. Yeah. Miami. Yeah. Well, the only way I know that's not a blue city was Miami, or unless they changed. The rest are all blue cities. Why are they all going bankrupt? Hmm. Now, Houston wasn't on the list. I don't think I said Houston. Those are the top 10. And that's being reported by KoboSense.com, where you count your pennies, because if you don't, we will. Yeah. People in Texas are doing their pruning now, getting ready for spring. But I still advise them that they need to protect those pre-prunes. We are going to get a cold front. I just feel it. I can feel it in my toes. Yeah, we're expecting rain on Thursday. Ooh, only light. But East Texas will go get the heavy stuff. So I think I mentioned it the other day, but like I said, we're only getting the light stuff. And yeah, we're still over 1 million acres burnt. Maybe reached up to 25% contained. They haven't reported containment yet. Governor Abbott was supposed to be doing a live stream. I don't know if I missed it or not. But yeah. And no reports on the second fire. There was 1,000. But where that the big burn is, it's only about 100 miles north of Amarillo. So yeah. Luckily, this cold front's going to come in. It's dropping moisture levels in, so the worrying about the spark ups of the fire is going to be pretty good. Well, it depends on who you believe, Pat. Mostly, I believe Abbott is good. Of course, not anybody's 100%, but I mean, it took a guy in a wheelchair to go up against the freaking Dingleberry and the Democrats to freaking show them that they need to do their job. And he's willing to go up against the Supreme Court and all that other stuff. And now they're trying to freaking challenge the law that he put in there that if they come in illegally, that is not through the points of entry, but through the fences. They're trying to challenge that. Abbott can't arrest them, charge them with a misdemeanor, and deport them. Yep, exactly. A losing their choice. I think Styx sang it best. It's like, "Welcome to the grand illusion." And if you want to know more of the words, then I guess you're just going to have to go check out the what was it? The Paradise album from Styx, and I think they had an album with Grand Illusion on it too, named Grand Illusion. So yeah, and you'll know what we're talking about. Well, at the time, Abbott had his hands tied. He didn't have the votes in the Texas House, and finally, that last election changed it where he's able to do stuff. He did try doing stuff before, but it always got shut down thanks to the Democrats. But we got some out of there, and now we're going to get a whole lot more out this next election. So yeah, because even a lot of the freaking blue people here in Texas are getting tired of the shit. Have a good one, CJ. Stay blessed. Stay safe. And yeah. So, but I like how the media, you could tell they're still with Biden. And song Bad Moon Rising. Yeah, that's when the eclipse comes. I see a bad moon rising. It's either that or that's what Mrs. Biden sings every time she's got to change his depends. Wah, wah, wah. Hey, I didn't say I had good jokes. I just have jokes. Oh no, the S&P 500 is down 0.91%. What could be going on? Bidenomics not working? Is the proof in the pudding now? Oh, Housley.com. 15 reasons why dogs run away and how you can prevent it. Dogs feel loved and they feel, you know, you appreciate their loyalty. They're not going to run away. Plus, you got to understand what they mean. You know, just like you have to understand what a cat means when she's doing this or doing that. Same thing with dogs. If you're going to manage to have a pet, you need to understand the stuff about the pet. as most of the country does not trust that Biden is mentally capable or age capable to freaking hold another 4 years in. They're still saying that he's going to take the nomination tonight. It's going to be a clean sweep for him. Yeah. Obviously, they're not listening to the American people, to include the Democrats who don't believe he has anything to offer this country. They must just be, they're just polling the senators and the congressmen that are Democrats and asking them what they feel. Because they're talking a lot of shit about Trump, saying he ain't going to do a clean sweep. He can't get enough votes anyway. Well, he's gonna get the nomination. There's only one way for them to stop it, and if the FBI doesn't protect them, they're fucked. They want to see freaking incursions? Yeah. And like I said before, I'll say it again. We need to take both the House and the Senate by a large majority, kick all those freaking Democrats and liberals out as many as possible, and let T-Man or another Republican take it. And watch what they do in 4 years. If you don't give them both, and then you don't give them the executive, and the legislative offices, we're never going to have this shit fixed. Immigration can be fixed right off the bat. I mean, Democrats aren't going to do it because they ran everything for well over 50 years. Anything the American public wants, they've always either not voted, didn't show up, or stopped the vote. And I'll go back to the first thing that they always did, the right for women to vote. And that's how you get the bad rhinos out. You give them all the power, and then anybody that goes against the bills that sound good to everybody else, then you start seeing them freaking stick their heads out of the hole, and you chop their heads off, get them out of office. That's the best way to do it. So come the next election, those rhinos are out. Well, Pedro, let's just do it this way. In 2020, did I do the presidential election? I can't remember. Yeah, because that was before the pandemic. The year 2019, 2020, I was one of those people working the ballots, and ours were electronic. And we had leaders at each thing, and one would be a judge. And he would just freaking make the call on stuff if there's a questionable about an ID or there was a freaking lawful problem. But they didn't do nothing else. They just sat there, drank coffee, and watched everybody else work, basically. And one thing I got to verify with the judge throughout the whole thing that none of the electronic equipment was hooked up to the internet, was never able to be hooked up to the internet. And when the machines were shut down for the night, they never got hooked up to the internet until we got back to the big polling place. And then they hooked up the machines to do the counts. And that computer was not hooked up to the internet either. Then they would get the tallies and it would be printed out, and that's what they basically would use, the printed tally. Other places, they thought they were smart. Oh, well, we got this, we got that, and they left their shit hooked up to the internet. No. Our biggest problem back in 2020 was people thinking they could use their cell phones. You know how many people wanted to fight me in 2020? Because I told them they had to shut off their cell phone. Well, I'm not using it. It has to be off. You can go take it to your car if you want to leave it on, or shut it off and show me that it's off. People don't understand that shit. If you don't shut your shit off, people can freaking just walk up to you and steal your freaking information off your phone. Doesn't matter if you have a password or not. There's equipment out there to steal your information off your phone if it's on. Everywhere I go, I usually have my phone off completely. Like I protect my freaking credit card with certain things so they can't freaking walk by me and snag it. Same thing with my phone. Am I paranoid? Well, I don't know. Yep, the only reason I take my phone is if I got to make an emergency phone call. So hit the power, hit the emergency, and I'm making a phone call already, 911. They got me registered. They got me on GPS by location, so I never have to give them my location. I just confirm my location. Others aren't in the freaking system. If you register your address with 911, it's going to be the address you registered. You could be in 3 states over calling 911, and they'll think you're at home. Speaking of phones, federal government's ready to freaking do their phone testing again, and they're going to try to do it on the whole state of Texas. Yep, this time around, they're just going to be testing. They can contact everybody with an emergency alert. The whole state of Texas. I won't give the date because they still don't know the complete date. They got several dates around, and I'm just waiting for them to confirm which one because my shit's going to be us. I don't want to get shit from them. You know, I get Amber Alerts enough, and if the Amber Alerts work, you know, then they should model what the Amber Alerts do in order to contact people. Well, did y'all see where that one National Guard got freaking sentenced? I can't remember if it was 10, 15 years for posting secrets on the internet. Guarantee you that was a what do you call it? A plea bargain he decided to take, and this is how the conversation went before they did the plea bargain. You're lucky Congress and the president hasn't declared that we're in a war, because if we were in a war, then you wouldn't be getting no plea bargain. We'd be telling you want to rope our firing squad, because at times of war, spies get executed. Now, if you're selling secrets, you're a spy. Think about it. Yep. As a reminder, anybody, it doesn't matter what kind of phone you have, you should at least shut down your phone, and it should be off for a minimum of 1 minute. I usually leave mine off for 5 minutes every week. That helps reset things and get some of that boogie woogie stuff out of the system, so it runs a little smoother. Don't believe me? Try it. Guarantee you. Give me 2 weeks. That's 2 times. You got to shut your phone off completely. Leave it off. Don't touch it. Don't do nothing. Don't have it on charge. Just have it off and let it reset. That's why I give it 5 minutes. I want to make sure it's doing everything and got everything done. And then start it up again. See how fast your phone works. Yep. Yeah, I usually don't hold my cell phone. The longest I hold my cell phone is when I get it, take it out to the car, and then I place it in this little holder. And the only time I really have my phone on in the car is when I'm listening to YouTube because somebody's live streaming and I'm driving somewhere. I try not to text. I try not to answer nothing unless I got voice to text, and that's it. And I really hate my voice to text because it takes forever. Oh, you'd be able to do the once a week thing, Lady D. You'll see you'll have space. Your phone will see the stuff that you're not using, including all those useless apps that you think you need and you've never used. and I'll either suggest or delete them. Yeah, I can't remember which freaking phone I had, but I had one phone that I would use it, and if I held a conversation for more than 5 minutes, my hand would start burning because there was heat. I got rid of that phone. It's somewhere in one of these drawers, but I don't remember the brand name of it. I know it wasn't Apple. I know it wasn't Galaxy. So, now I've gotten to the point since they reported that people can hack into your phone through certain apps if you download them, and then get your pictures and all that other stuff. I keep my camera and all that freaking clear. It's always empty. So if they want to hack into my stuff by accident, and they ain't gonna find shit in there. Hell, I even got covers for my mic and my freaking little camera. All I could do is listen, but it'll be muffled because I don't take the mic cover off unless I'm talking on the phone. So, oh, you have one of those, non-lithium freaking batteries that, can light cigarettes while you're talking on them. Yeah, yeah. They were smoking hot. But let's see what time it is. Oh, we went over the hour and a half. All right, I was just trying to do that. I'm going to have to look up. Let's see. Thursday, I will go live, normal time. We'll see if Shift Kicker comes up. I'm going late night with 10 tonight, 10:05 Central. I don't know, Eastern, 11:05. And I don't know what it is on West Coast. Y'all know what it is if you follow 10 TV. And no telling what time I'm going to get off there, and I'll be up all day. So, needless to say, I'm not going to stream in the morning. It's all shifts tomorrow. So please, on the link up top, that's for going directly to her site where she's having breakfast with friends. Since she corrected me and said it's not Women's Wednesday, but it's still Women's Wednesday. I guarantee there's going to be more women than men up on panel. Bottom line. So best thing to do is go click on that link when we close up here, and just make sure the notifications are to all. Or if you get that little thing that says notify me when that stream's going to start, so you get the notification on it, so you don't miss it tomorrow. I don't know what's going on today. I'll have to look. Probably won't, but I'll look at Shift Kicker, see. She probably, since she had time sitting around the office waiting for appointments, she's probably already put whoever's streaming today. I know somebody always streams at 105. I believe it's Silver Paws, and then goes Sniper Farmer. Does in the afternoon too. And what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, we'll probably have Tres Amigos tonight. No telling who else. If I'm missing somebody, I apologize. I'm not all here. I need a second cup of coffee. Orange juice ain't making it. But as Shift always says, stay blessed, not stressed. Keep each other in the prayers. And remember, tell all the people you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. And remember, while everybody else is standing in line pissed off, trying to do their vote thing, and it's hours in line, and they're bitching and complaining. Well, they could have done early voting. I did. Took me 3 minutes. And I was still able to get chicken too and get home. So, you got to make your choices wise, and you get to pick your battles when you want them. My battle comes in November. Yeah, baby. But love y'all. I'll see you 10s tonight or one of the other streams throughout the day. Check out Shift Kickers for who's going live today. And worst comes worst, I'll see you on Thursday if you can take a break. 8:30 Central AM. And we love you. I appreciate y'all. Without y'all, we couldn't be where we're at. And I'm killing time trying to find my exit video. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Y'all know me by now. Come on now. All right. So y'all stay blessed. Enjoy this day. Stay warm if you're in the cold areas. Stay cool if you're in the hot areas. And if it's storming, With bad weather and winds, seek shelter. Stay safe. Love y'all. Thanks.